Sure. The role is an interesting one because it's bifurcated. There's a part of the role that is the College of Engineering, and there's part of the role that is the state agency known as TEAS. And so the role has responsibility for IT operations in both an academic environment with the College of Engineering and in a research environment with TEAS, the state agency. Sure. The program's one that was started to provide additional mentoring and coaching for our first gen students to really help them acclimate themselves into a college environment, to provide them with some additional tools as they go through their academic career. To make that transition, because sometimes that transition, whether you're a first gen student or a legacy student, can be a challenging one depending on what your background was. So providing the ability for them to link up with other individuals that may have a similar background or a similar life experience, if you will, and be able to get information from that individual that helps them further their academic career. I really think there's obviously many things, but three that I could identify for you. One would be the attitude of the faculty and the staff and the leadership of the College of Engineering, where it's focused not just on maintaining a great institution, but taking advantage of an institution that has great skills and advancing it even further. So the acceptance of change, the willingness to try something new. The building we're sitting in, the Zachary Education Center, is a great example of that. Building a state-of-the-art, world-class facility for our students and our faculty to use. So really is about the not just sitting back and delivering what you've delivered before, but really looking for new ways and new methods to deliver a different experience, a better experience for both the faculty and staff and students. Well, I think the representation that you've seen in the investment in buildings like this one, the tremendous growth. If you look at the growth of engineering coming through the last few years and that are planned for in the next few, where you're adding on hundreds of faculty and you're adding on thousands of students in terms of retention and being able to maintain and grow programs. If you look at our rankings of our programs, almost every one of our engineering programs is a top 10 or top 15 based program. So it's really that growth model, being able to take advantage of that, the willingness of the individuals to go out and get the funding needed to continue growing the program in areas that we've never even been before. Well, this is my second trip to A&M. I was here as a student back in the early 80s, and then I left and went into industry for most of my career. I came back here 4 years ago, and it's been fascinating. Obviously, I'd stayed in touch with the campus and been down here as a former student, but it's fascinating to come back in and see the incredible dynamic changes that have occurred within the College of Engineering. Obviously, technology has played a huge role in the life of a student, the life of a professor, versus what it was when I was here. So I think part of what I really enjoyed was coming back in and being able to be part of that growth and use of technology, watching the students and the faculty find incredibly new ways to take advantage of it. And then the research side is a lot of fun. There's some tremendous research going on. And getting to be part of that research program and provide the support that they're looking for from a technology point of view is a huge benefit. Well, as a third generation Aggie and parent of two fourth generation, and the class of 38 was born a couple years ago, so we may end up with a fifth generation. It really has been that the family of Aggies, if you will, being able to know that the generations going through the program today are just as embedded in the culture of A&M as those of us that were there before. And watching that transition, that handoff of traditions, the handoff of a sense of responsibility and ownership for those traditions, is a tremendous thing to look inside of a school that you spent different parts of your life at and see represented in the students that are there now.